This would be shocking from WWE to go into Crown Jewel 2024. Now, one thing that we know is the spectacle about Crown Jewel this year is the champion versus champion matches. For the men, we have the WWE champion Cody Rhodes going against World Heavyweight champion Gunther, the Ring General. And of course, well, as much as it being a dream match and a fantastic match, the prize at the end of it is the Crown Jewel Championship. It's babyface versus heel, and I think it's got quite a good dynamic about it. On the women's side though, things are just a little bit different. Although everything still plays the same, we have Women's World Champion Liv Morgan versus WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax to then win a Crown Jewel Championship. The dynamic's a bit different because we have baddie versus baddie, heel versus heel. Who is everybody going to cheer for when it comes to this match? But there is also some other ingredients that make this match a bit more exciting as well. Liv Morgan has got some strong backup in Raquel Rodriguez because, well, in my opinion, Liv hasn't been booked as the strongest champion. That's just me. But I think with Raquel now behind her, I think now she's going to get herself through, possibly even to WrestleMania as champion. On the other side, we have Nia Jax, an unstoppable, irresistible force. But of course, she's got Tiffany Stratton watching her back, who is Miss Money in the Bank. And although both are very credible, there seems to be a bit of friction between the two. Because every time that Tiffany messes up in any sort of way, she can even look in the wrong direction. Nia seems to take a lot of exception to it. In fact, arguably to the point that she's bullying Tiffany a little bit. And I wonder if that could be something that could bite Nia in the future. Because even so, in ring, we've seen Bayley try to get between these two by saying, well, Bayley thinks she can beat Nia, but she thought that Tiffany could beat Nia. And of course, Tiffany, of course she should think she could beat Nia, but she's not planning on doing so, and she's made that perfectly clear to Nia Jax. But it could be to a point where one or two things could happen between now and Crown Jewel that could just shake things up a bit, because in my opinion as well, the feud between Liv Morgan and Nia Jax hasn't really worked. I don't really know if I'm invested so much in that story. I don't know if I need to see who I think is the better of the two, and maybe just because the fact that it's baddie versus baddie dynamic, maybe we need a babyface in the mix. Now, of course, simply, I think Nia Jax will take on Naomi between now and Crown Jewel as well. I don't see Naomi winning. Rhea Ripley still chasing Liv Morgan. I don't see them doing the match between now and Crown Jewel, but one thing that they have that they can make a championship change is a Money in the Bank contract. Tiffany Stratton, despite being a heel, is being cheered universally by almost everybody at this point. The big payoff everyone wants to see, I think, is Tiffany cashing in on Nia Jax. Now, whilst that could happen, it could then save Tiffany versus Nia for after Crown Jewel. There is also a dynamic of where, I said earlier in the video, Nia has said that Tiffany cannot beat her. Well, to get in that scenario where the match is fair, Nia said she would beat Liv Morgan, therefore Tiffany could cash in on Liv after the match. What if Tiffany cashed in on Liv Morgan before the match? It becomes a different match altogether then. We have Tiffany versus Nia. Tiffany believes that she can beat Nia Jax, she can beat the bully, she can be a babyface in the process, and then she can move over to Monday Night Raw as the Women's World Champion. It leaves Liv and Rhea to have I suppose a blood feud for the time being, rather than the championship being on the line. And Tiffany, well, her actual boyfriend is actually on Raw, Ludwig Kaiser, which of course WWE usually likes to keep the couples together, but it's been a bit different so far with Kaiser and Stratton being on different shows. So it'd be interesting to see what WWE is going to do. If you ask my opinion, I don't think this is going to happen. As much as I'd like to see it happen, it would change the dynamic of the match. I would be more invested. I'd like to see face versus heel. At the same time, I do think Tiffany will cash in on Nia Jax eventually, but I think they're going to save this story for a different day. After all, Tiffany has a customized Money in the Bank briefcase, almost like a handbag. It is merchandise ready to sell on WWE shop, and WWE will look to do it for as long as they possibly can. While that's still selling, chances are Tiffany still holds the briefcase. So chances of this actually happening are very slim, but for fantasy booking purposes, I'd like to know if you want to see it as well, because I think it would be fun. I think it would just change things up a little bit, and I think it would make a much more fun experience for Crown Jewel right now. But I'd like to know if you agree or disagree with me. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button, share with a friend, subscribe as well, and why not check out my NXT predictions for Halloween Havoc. They are on the side of your screen right now, and for those that are interested in Crown Jewel predictions, they're dropping on the channel this upcoming Tuesday live. So make sure to join me then so you can share your predictions, and at the same time myself and NXT give ours. Make sure to like, share and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you for the next video.